There's some new questions after the U.S. military used a laser to take down a U.S. border protection drone over Texas. That forced an airspace shutdown, and it's sparking bipartisan concerns about coordination between federal agencies. NBC's Ryan Chandler has more.
New calls for safety and a shutdown in the Texas skies after the U.S. military reportedly shot down a drone from another branch of the U.S. government. The New York Times reporting, according to 4 sources, that the Defense Department used a high-energy laser to target the drone, which the Times writes actually belonged to the Department of Homeland Security. The government just saying the military responded to a, quote, seemingly threatening unmanned aerial system operating within military airspace.
This is very alarming. There are so many questions.
The FAA closing airspace around the Fort Hancock area, a small Texas town on the Mexico border. The incident coming just weeks after another drone incident that closed down a larger airspace around El Paso, delaying commercial flights.
So the airport's totally closed?
Apparently.
When Customs and Border Patrol used a laser to shoot down objects that were later identified as party balloons, though the administration first said it had targeted a Mexican cartel drone. That airspace closure was initially set for 10 days, but ultimately only lasted a few hours.
As far as the FAA is concerned, it's all about safety. They need to know what the military is doing in the airspace.
The lack of communication between Homeland Security officials and aviation authorities raising questions.
It just seems to me that we have a real problem of coordination.
Transportation Secretary Duffy defending the FAA's response.
No, I don't think there's a lack of communication.
Now, Democrats again sounding the alarm over yesterday's incident. Lawmakers writing in a joint statement, "Our heads are exploding over the news," and calling it, quote, incompetence.